What up, what up, what up, everybody? Welcome to the 17th episode of the Glitched Out podcast. I'm glad you guys are here. Good to see everybody. We have the honor of having the one and only Ashley, Vapors TV, and the one and only, you guys know who he is, Black Oni join us today. We're going to be discussing YouTube's latest partnership requirements and Twitch's latest producer updates. So let's get down with this thing. Let's do it. Let's get the party started. So a lot of you guys, this is actually Ashley's first time and Vapors' first time on the podcast. Ashley, you first, then Vapors. Tell us a little bit about yourselves.
Yeah, so I've been on Twitch since 2013. I was full-time at one point for 6 months. But now most of my content focuses on helping streamers get better at their craft, which is pursuing their dream of learning to stream. So I have a really active YouTube channel. I'm active on all social media, and I do interviews and have a podcast as well that's on, not Twitch, oh my gosh, Google Play, iTunes, Stitcher, and Anchor, and it's called the Stream Coach Podcast.
Nice. Yeah. And I know Vapors gets down to. Vapors has a lot of accolades. Vapor, what do you do?
I do twofold. I do game streaming, I guess the best way to put it, on Twitch as Vapors TV, and also on some videos on YouTube. Do some role play, some games, shooter games, that kind of thing. I also do some music production under the artist name DJ DLG, and run a small record label. That's my initials, by the way. But yeah, I've been doing both of those since about 2009, I want to say. Music even longer, but Twitch for a while now. So yeah.
Okay. And I know Black Oni, you haven't been here in a while. I guess just introduce yourself. Tell people what you do, what you get down with.
Yeah. First of all, I want to apologize for my audio. I just learned that it's not picking up audio from here. Picking it up from there. That's really annoying.
You're
good. But I am a variety streamer. In addition, I'm an illustrator and designer, so I make things look pretty as much as I can. And I'm working on a comic book, illustrating, writing it myself.
Okay.
And I do commissions for people or for companies. And I do mostly action RPG streaming, but we also do podcasts just like this, and we play things like Escape from Tarkov and blah blah blah, yada yada.
And more stuff.
Y'all
awesome,
heard this already.
Yeah. But hey, I mean, definitely, guys, if you guys feel like at the end of the podcast, definitely Vapors, Ashley, drop you guys' podcast links, your music links, whatever, just dump it in chat. I really want people to check you guys out because there's a very talented and very passionate people. That's what we're lucky to have them today. So let's jump on into it. Man, have you guys heard the uproar on social media about this whole YouTube's latest partnership requirement updates? I mean, I've been in a lot of social media conversations and people are literally just jumping ship, abandoning ship, and saying, you know what, I'm done. I'm cleaning my hands. I'm done with YouTube.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Cited this on one of their websites as on January 16, 2018, we announced new eligibility requirements for the YouTube Partner Program. Previously, the requirement to join the YouTube Partner Program was 10,000 lifetime views. Now, once the channel reaches 4,000 watch hours in the previous 12 months and 1,000 subscribers, it will be reviewed to join the program. So it's not like you'll get in, you're going to be reviewed to join the program. And plus, there's a lot of questions, a lot of answers on the website. If you guys do have any questions about this program that we're not going to cover today, feel free. I'll drop the link to their support. You guys definitely check it out there. But how do you guys feel about that?
So I actually have a pretty unique opinion. I know a lot of people don't like it, and it was really discouraging for a lot of creators. And I totally get that. Like, if you're putting a lot of time into something, you start collecting a check for it, that can be incredibly motivating, right? But my first reaction to it was actually really positive, because I see that instead of investing in these smaller creators that are maybe like inconsistent, haven't really figured out what they're doing yet, and don't have a solid community or any of that set up, they are instead redistributing that wealth to go to the creators that do. And those are the people that I think that have put in a ton of effort, a ton of work, and kind of deserve that additional money, because advertising revenue is finite, right? YouTube has to figure out how they want to distribute it across the platform. It's not something that it's not something that there's just like a magical endless pot of money and we can all get as much as we want from it. Unfortunately, I wish that existed, but
yeah, me too.
It just doesn't.
Yeah,
I liked it. Like I'm you know, I have no problem with there being a further goalpost, because I'm always going to be looking for the next goal, right?
I'm not gonna lie, I share the same mentality, and I saw you, Black Oni, man. You shaking your head over there. What do you think about it, man? Lay it on us. Lay it on us, man.
Yes. Well, okay. Before I even say anything, I want to say that I appreciate that there are differing opinions to what I'm going to say. I appreciate that because it means that we're going to have a more well-rounded conversation about the pros and cons of it. I agree with you on a lot of what you said, though. Like, totally agree that there should be a bar. There should be a requirement. There should be more than just, hey, exist on the platform and you're a partner. There should be more than that, for sure. I think the problem that I have with it is it's taking a further approach to the by the numbers situation. And we talked about it a little bit offline, but a lot of what people will do oftentimes to get notice might be more drastic than it really should be. And I think situations like this will cause people to do that more so than actually putting energy into creating quality content. And so I use the example of a lot of other people who stream, who have huge followings on Twitch, but they don't have huge followings on YouTube for whatever reason. They're putting time into YouTube. It's not like they're not being consistent or putting that time into it. It's just that people like watching them live more than they like watching their stuff on YouTube or as a video, for example. So that's something that happens with a lot of creators. I think getting to 1,000 subscribers, like, I think that totally makes sense. Like, it takes a long time to get to that point if you don't already have a following somewhere else.
Very true. Very true.
As like a barometer, I think that's like totally fine. The 4,000 hours part, what if your content is smaller bits of information and content, but now you have to spread that across 4,000 hours. Now you're just basically asking people to make longer videos or
more videos.
Or more videos as opposed to making quality content. I don't think there are enough people at YouTube to look through every single person and say, you know, you have content that you can tell you're actually putting time into and you're not doing offensive stuff. All right, cool. You can be a partner with us. But if they're going to be going back on a lot of these, they need to. They have to spend some resources to figure out who's actually utilizing the platform the way that YouTube is intending people to be using it for.
Yeah.
So it's I don't know. It's unfortunate because, again, like you said, like, there isn't an infinite pot of money that just exists, and especially with all the shit that happened with, excuse my French,
no, you're good,
like
man.
PewDiePie and Logan Paul, like all these other people who have, like, they literally fall under over 1,000 subscribers, over 4,000.
Oh yeah, they're good to go.
They're good to go, but that doesn't mean that their content.
Yes.
It doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, I got you.
You know?
YouTube definitely have changes coming for that as well. This change has nothing to do with large creators. It's all about that redistribution of wealth and trying to prevent the let's say the crazy influx of creators that has been happening the past few years, and just people that will upload a viral video and then monetize it instead of investing in the platform. Basically, they want people to build a community as opposed to just, hey, I'm going to upload something really crazy to get the views.
Yeah.
But that's what's going to happen even more now. Like, you're seeing people asking others to just watch their videos for extended periods of time. Like, it's literally people making videos about it on YouTube and like crying. Like, I get it. I get where they're coming from. But this is not what YouTube was trying to do through that. But clearly we're seeing.
But that's what I'm saying. There's obviously collateral damage. We're seeing it. Like you said, people are going to be forced to either make longer videos or more. I can't say not good quality videos, because there's a lot of talented people out there, but like you said, Black Oni, that will happen. Plus, you're getting people making videos about it, crying about it. Plus, I mean, I've seen on Twitter people talking about, you know, posting videos. Hey, everybody, post your YouTube channels. We'll all watch each other so we can get there, which is dope because that's people coming together to trying to escape this. But yes, and I don't think I think YouTube meant well. I think they mean well, but they're not transparent. They're just like, hey, this was gonna happen. Good luck. Catch it to wolves. They need to be more transparent. And every single time something happens, they're like, we'll promise to be more transparent. We'll promise to be more transparent. And I don't see it happening. And unfortunately for me, my opinion is, yes, it does suck to have the rug ripped out from under you, because there's a lot of people very happy they made YouTube partner. Even though the revenue might not be like what, $50 a month, might not even be there, but it's still a milestone. And for someone to say, man, I made it, I finally made this milestone, just to get it ripped away from them, it sucks. And it kind of that motivation kind of goes out the window. And
Yeah, for
I
sure.
see that. And it would be the same thing as Twitch. If they give you affiliate and say, you know what, our affiliate standards have changed, give it back. That would make people upset. So I think
Yeah, I mean,
YouTube
I
could,
res-
yeah. No, go Vapors.
I received the email on my music page,
Mm-hmm.
and it it didn't feel right. I take the time to put my music up there, and it does get monetized, it does get views, and it does get listens. I have certain songs that have millions of views, certain songs that have 20,000, 30,000 views, but they're not on my channel. They're
Mm-hmm.
uploaded by somebody else, and I can't access that. But meanwhile, the actual artist, myself, who actually
Mm-hmm.
uploaded the content, they're removing the ability for me to be able to monetize that. So I think they really need to look at the standards on the musician aspect, specifically for people who are up and coming. You can't just like cut somebody out because they're not with a major record label, or because they don't have an
Yeah.
establishment of a
Mm-hmm.
certain number of hours. So that's a kind of a different angle on it. I know where you guys are coming from. Both very valid points, because you do have to weed out the the junk that's out there, that's just clickbait, that's just
Oh yeah.
taking
Oh
that
yeah.
money. So, but yeah, on my end, I was surprised to get it, and it was unfortunate because I have a distributor that I work with, and they were helping with monetizing that. Got everything cleared and copyright cleared, and had to go through all these copyright notices and this and that to make sure income was coming to me. And the next thing we're cutting the
But
program.
can we all just agree, though, that relying on AdSense is like the worst business model to have surrounding your channel?
I agree.
It is
I agree.
so bad.
I'm
Like,
glad-
if you're
I'm
relying
glad-
on AdSense, it's terrible.
I'm glad you brought that up. I'm glad you brought that
Yeah.
up, because I spoke to my community about it, and I spoke to other content creators about it. Is like you said, if you're sitting there saying, there's two parts. The milestone, I finally reached it, I got it. You ripped it away from me, that sucks. But the same part is like Ashni said, if you're sitting here saying, I'm paying my rent off AdSense, you're not the smartest, like you said, business practices. Just
Yeah,
the same as
unless you got so many views that you
yeah,
can do that.
unless
right?
you're killing it. And
I mean,
that's-
if you're like
yeah.
H3, it's probably okay.
Yeah.
But still, there's just way more lucrative
Mhm.
business models to put around all of your content online that
Mhm.
can contribute way more. There's so many better monetization options than AdSense.
And,
AdSense is like getting tipped as a Sonic delivery person, as like a car hop is Sonic, right? It's like,
Yeah.
oh cool, like I have some beer money. I
Yeah.
feel like that's what it should be.
I mean, you're pregnant, Ashni. What are some of the alternate routes you could go to monetize your channel? Because I do feel like a lot of people need to know this.
Yeah, for sure. So it really depends on what kind of channel you have. So if you're an entertainment-based channel, you need to think specifically about like what your value is, and you need to be really connected with that. So it could be that maybe you are a fashion entertainment-based channel. So then you want to start maybe looking at creating your own line, or making some merch, or maybe you do beauty, or maybe you do travel vlogs, and you could do you'd actually have a travel blog, or monetize by working with sponsors in some way. Sponsors are probably the biggest, most lucrative thing that you could do once you get to a certain point on YouTube. But also for the the smaller creators, there's things like Patreon, or if you're making content like mine, which is more educational or tutorial based content, you can create products. So I could make courses, I could make ebooks, I can create mastermind groups, and have people pay a little bit for me to actually organize like little meetings for them between other creators. There are a lot of different options. I think like Patreon is a great way to kind of help fund smaller creator endeavors, as well as Kickstarter and all of those things. Also, YouTube recently came out and said that they are looking into finding a way so that small creators are able to link back to like a Kickstarter or a Patreon or something on their videos.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's cool. It's a way to, like, for instance, if if you post a video and it goes crazy viral, now the ability for that video to be monetized, if you're not a partner, is in the hands of the community, as opposed to in the hands of advertisers
That
and you
is
just
true.
getting crazy posting something weird. Now it's in the hands of the community. So we get to decide if this is something that shows potential, if this is something that really hits us in the human feels and we want to invest in it, then we have Patreon or Kickstarter or whatever other monetization options are there and available for people.
Yeah, and I feel like
And
a
I
lot
like
of
that.
Yeah, and I feel like a lot of people do not realize that. I mean, I saw this coming a mile away. I was like, yo, Patreon right there, guys. Patreon. And it could be a good and a bad thing. Say for a small content creator to come on and go, you know what I mean, with this YouTube stuff, I'm just gonna throw out a Patreon. You know, say they get a couple views, they think they're doing good, but all of a sudden nobody wants to be part of their Patreon. Nobody wants to support them. The bad aspect of that is, hey, this sucks, but at the same time, it's like, I need to step my game up. And I feel like with the changes, people need to step their game up. Like, it's not the end of the road. This is not saying you can no longer be a content creator on YouTube. We don't accept you. This is saying, hey, we're trying to flush out the garbage. Try harder. And if you're a real content creator and this is your passion, this shouldn't stop you. This should not stop you. Because if you're saying, I don't get AdSense, I'm done. Yo, you were in it for the wrong reason. I mean, everybody wants to make money off what they want to do for a living. We all do. But at the same time, is you got to hustle. It's not going to be given to you on a, you know, it's not going to spoon fed to you.
I think you have some really valid points there. If not, this is another thing that was on the agenda, so maybe I shouldn't say it yet.
No, you can go for it, man.
If not for the fact that YouTube literally just, Twitch literally just announced that they're basically making a YouTube platform on Twitch. If not for the fact that they just announced that, I would totally agree with you there. But like, there are other places people can go. Like Vimeo will start. I'm seeing Vimeo ads on YouTube.
Wait, Vimeo's get going? Oh, okay.
Vimeo is on the up and coming right now.
Really? I'm gonna write that down.
If not for the fact that other platforms exist, and if you piss people off enough,
oh yeah,
all it takes is them to just switch over to it.
Yeah, but I mean, honestly, that's not gonna hurt YouTube at all. No. Like, if a lot of smaller creators want to leave, it's not gonna do anything.
Because they still got their prime content creators. They got
they
the
still have
big
like
ones.
Vivo, and they still have the large ones. It doesn't matter.
And that's where the money's coming in. The money's not coming in from us small content creators. The money's coming from these big guys. They're the ones that companies look at and go, you know what? I think we should invest in YouTube. Let's check out let's check out the top tier. YouTube says, well, I got our golden goose. Check them out. I like them. Now we'll invest. They're not saying, let me see the bottom of the, that sounds bad, the bottom of the barrel, but you know what I mean? Let's look at the smaller content creators. They're not doing that.
But everybody starts as a nobody until there's
that's what I'm saying. And I'm right there with you, man. I don't think this was the right route for them to go. I understand what they're trying to do, but I feel like the collateral damage was too harsh.
Potentially. I don't know. I think like the reality of being a creator is that even once you hit that goal, even once you get to YouTube partner, there's always another goal, right? Sure. Like the goalpost is always lengthened, and kind of the rug is always going to be pulled out from under you, because that's just human nature. Like once you hit a goal, your brain is automatically like, what's next? Now what do I do? And so I think it's okay. You know, it's kind of hard to hit a goal and then be like go back, you know, like you lose 10 pounds and then you start eating a lot of Snickers and you're like, oh shit, now I gotta lose that 10 pounds all over again. Like that's really discouraging, but but it's not impossible. And it also, like you said, Glitch, it also helps you realize that we all need to step up our game, and we need to find a way to, first off, find our value, because a lot of these smaller channels are just doing like let's plays and copies of, you know, 2 or 3 million other channels that are doing the exact same thing. We all need to like find our unique value. What makes us stand out? What makes us different from everybody else? And we need to find ways to, I mean, exploit has a really negative connotation, but we need to find ways to kind of exploit that. Like we need to find ways to make people realize that value.
Yeah, we need to evolve. We need to evolve. And I'm right there with you, Ashley. People, and I say this on Twitch, and I've talked to Black Oni about it. I've talked to so many people about it, and I'm like, yo, the easiest thing you could do on Twitch and YouTube is a let's play. That is, I mean, well, Twitch, go live, play a video game. It is the standard on Twitch. You go live, you play a video game, you go offline. On YouTube, you go, you know, you record, you add some editing, you add thumbnails. That is the easiest default thing you could do. People need to step up their game, because and every day there's so many people flooding into YouTube and Twitch. We see it every day. New people are coming. You need to set yourself apart. How are you going to do that? You got to switch it up. You got to evolve. And just like the rap game, you know, Black Oni, Ashton, I think you're a hip hop fan too. You were saying something, Black Oni. I mean, just like the music game, you got to constantly evolve, step up, and show the cream of the crop. You can't be stationary. You can't just be stagnant and expect the best results. You know?
Yeah, totally. And I think a lot of maybe some of those smaller channels that were making, $200 in AdSense revenue were kind of just coasting, and they didn't feel forced to put the extra work in. They thought they could just like record their Twitch stream and upload it to YouTube, and that would build a YouTube audience. But you actually have to think about what you're putting on there, and you have to know, like I said, just know your value and know like what videos are going to be relevant for people, know how to connect with people, have a solid business model surrounding all of that, and you'll be fine. Like I started YouTube, seriously started YouTube 2 months ago. And I haven't uploaded anything in the past like 2 weeks because I've been sick. I'm still at 20 or like 18,000 minutes of watch time this month. To meet that requirement, you need 20,000 minutes of watch time a month and 1,000 subscribers. And I have like 680 subscribers in 2 months. So it's not impossible to get there. Like it's still doable. Like being a small YouTuber, because I hate like, associating anything as like small, but it's still doable. You see like Peter McKinnon, right? He has been on YouTube for a year and has 1.5 million subscribers.
He's a beast. Yeah.
It's all about your value. Like
if you supply the value, if you supply the value, people will come and form a community around you and they'll support you. That is how it goes, And I'm not glad. I definitely see how discouraging it is. I mean, especially to a new content creator. But it tests your values, and like you said, Ashley, in life we're gonna come across a lot of hurdles, and we just gotta overcome them or just give up. It's not easy being a content creator. It's not easy. It's definitely not. I do want to. I want to tell the people that are watching, and some of you guys, if you guys don't know, people are probably wondering what kind of what features am I keeping if I don't meet the requirements. So features not affected by the YouTube Partner Program eligibility requirements are cards. You'll keep those. The Creator Studio, custom URLs, also custom thumbnails. I know some people were really worried about those. You'll keep those.
That was so funny.
Yeah, it's like, oh my god, I'm leaving my. No, you're not. Don't. Calm down.
That hasn't been like a partner only feature for.
Yeah, why would that be horrible if they take that away? There's no way they would do it. You keep end screens, which is huge. Live streaming. And I saw some people freaking out about that too. Scheduling uploads and YouTube analytics. So you'll be keeping a lot of things that they still are letting you keep the tools you need to succeed. So it's not like they're taking everything away.
Totally. Yeah, it's just the AdSense. It's just the monetization.
Yeah. And so features affected by the YouTube Partner Program. If you don't make it, you lose super chat and sponsorships. That's not bad. That's not bad at all.
Yeah, people still have multiple ways to monetize, even if if you don't have 1,000 subscribers and you're going live on YouTube, you're not going to have much of an audience anyways. So the chances of you even needing to utilize the super chat feature is pretty small. And sponsors usually won't work with somebody that's that small either. Like sometimes they will if you have extremely unique content, but for the most part, unless like you really hit them hard in the feels with what you're doing, you're really doing something unique, or you've been extremely, extremely consistent and valuable, and they can see that you're going somewhere, for the most part, they won't.
All right. And so I want to pitch this to you guys. We've all talked about, what we think about, what they did. What do you think they should have done differently? And I guarantee everybody's thinking this. I have my idea what they should have done differently. What do you guys think they should have done differently? Obviously, we know YouTube has a problem. We've seen it since 2018. We've all seen it. YouTube has a huge issue with garbage content. I mean, people, making small accounts just to grab people's content, drop it in there, make a quick buck. How do you think they should have handled this, this problem? It's a hard one.
I could say from my end, as at least as on the producer side, on the music side, I would have liked to have seen them try and flesh out through the numbers and try to reach out to the content creators and see exactly, okay, is this person actually creating this content? Are they ripping this content? Is this something that their stuff is being copied? I know it's difficult to weed through that, but it would have been nice if there was a little bit more forewarning for people to be able to come back to them and say, look, this is all my original content. I'm not doing anything that warrants for it to be removed. At least from my perspective, because it was just, I had like you said, the rug pulled out from under me. Granted, it wasn't a ton of money, like you said, but still, it was surprising because I think being the owner of the copyrighted material and producing it and taking the time and effort to upload all of the content, it takes hours to do and it takes effort. And to be frank, I think a lot of people on the music side, yes, SoundCloud exists. There's other aspects out there, but a lot of people listen to music on YouTube. They just flip it right open on their phone.
Yep.
They keep playlists going, and it's not, or Spotify, right? But still, YouTube is very much used for that. So it would have been nice if they, didn't look so hard at the numbers and tried to look a little more closely to the content itself.
To echo exactly what you just said, I have a number of issues with YouTube in general, but when it comes to that particular thing, like the by the numbers aspect is what kills me the most, because there are some people who basically are doing all the right steps. It's just timing for them. It's just a matter of not the right place, not the right time for the high quality original content that they are doing. For some people, it takes them 1 month to reach 1 million subscribers. For some people, it takes them 5 years to reach 1 million subscribers.
Yeah.
It's all, and if you look at the people who have gotten there, if you look at their past uploads, it's not like they had shitty work before. It's not like they had a shitty audience. It just, sometimes it takes time to build that audience. And what this does is just kind of invalidates what you've worked towards already before you get to that point. And one of the things I kind of wanted to make a note on is, like, YouTube definitely could have, again, communicated that this was a change that was coming before they kind of dropped it on people.
Yeah, the deadline's like February 8th.
Yeah, they could have waited until they could have waited a little longer, because again, the Twitch thing, the Logan Paul thing, they could have waited. The timing on this was really horrible.
Totally, I agree with that for sure.
I agree. It seems more like a punishment.
It feels like a punishment.
It feels like a punishment.
We didn't do. And that's I know it's not their intent, but that's what it feels like to people using the platform. Yeah, and it's a slap in the face. Like, I totally agree with what you said, Ashley, about, like, there are different ways to make money on the platform. That shouldn't be your only thing. But especially for a lot of people, every little bit of extra that they can put towards their craft and towards what they're doing helps, even if it's only $2, even if it's only $5, 15, 20, whatever it is. So that's kind of where I lay on there. And then, like, as a side note, there's no category for visual arts on YouTube still.
Oh, that's true.
There's no category for visual arts.
I
on
never
YouTube.
knew that. They need to step it up. They definitely, because they have games. They have all the games you can use as categories.
They have games, beauty, travel. I think they have health. They have how to. They have music. There's no visual arts.
Huh.
And the crazy thing is, I want to bounce off what you said, Black Oni. You said they put out like with the whole Logan Paul thing. They say, I know we took a while. Yes, we know that the actions of one content creator can affect everybody. And then they drop this. That is by far the worst timing. I agree. It's just like, I agree. It's like, hey, by the way, I know somebody messed up, but sorry about it. Here you guys go. It's like, dang, really, YouTube? Yeah, man. I don't know who's handling their PR in this whole campaign, but somebody needs to be like, maybe we should wait a couple months, or maybe we should let them know, like, because I think they should have. So the deadline's February 8th, so that's giving us, we're almost there. They should have said, hey, by the way, we're gonna give you guys 3 months. Or something sustainable, because not everybody can upload every day. Some people upload once a week. Maybe
I've actually been taking a break from YouTube, so I've uploaded maybe 3 videos in the last month. So in most cases, I'm eligible for it already. But like I stopped uploading for a while because I'm like, I need to focus on very specific things right now. I'm not going to put more time into YouTube right now. And to see that was just kind of like, wait, I'm inconsistent for 1 month, and then you pull this shit. Like, really?
Yeah.
So, it did like Vapor said, it just didn't feel right logging on and seeing that. I was like, I was uploading a podcast. I was like, we're getting back into the podcast situation. This is going to be great. We have all these guests lined up, like big name guests. And I was like, oh, okay, YouTube, I feel very valued as being a part of your platform.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So I think this is a common question going around. It says, do I need 1K subs or 4K watch hours in the past 12 months or both? YouTube says you need both if your channel has fewer than 1,000 subscribers or fewer than 4,000 watch hours, then it doesn't meet both requirements and will be removed from the YouTube Partner Program on February 20th. The new requirements is for a channel to have 4,000 hours of watch hours in the previous 12 months, ongoing, and 1,000 subscribers total before it can be reviewed by the program.
That's before it's reviewed. Like I'm sure you guys have experienced this as well. I have videos that I uploaded 3 years ago that have still not been reviewed. Like there was a mark on it for monetization. It was literally a tutorial for how to use the Elgato game capture to record gameplay. People have been asking me like 1,000 times, and I uploaded like 3 different types of videos for different setups. And one of them, mind you, the basis for all of them has been the same. But one of them has been under review for monetization for 3 years. I was like, what are you still reviewing? Like, and that's the thing.
What are you doing?
They're not. And I get it. There's a lot of videos out there. There's a lot of and it's not, they tell you if there's something that's taking too long, send us a note, send us a message.
Yeah. We'll get back to you.
Take a screen grab and we'll get to it. I've done that like 12 times.
And we'll get to it sooner or later. I'm gonna ask you guys a question. You guys don't have to answer if you don't want to. Do you guys feel like YouTube as a platform plays favorites?
Oh, 100%.
Black Oni, even without hesitation.
We talked about it though.
Yeah.
I think that, like, from the business perspective, I think that they should. And I think Twitch should as well.
Makes sense.
And so yes, they absolutely do, but I don't think that's a
I'd say they do too.
Yeah, to have the larger creators, the people that are bringing in tons of money to their platform, creating these huge communities, and a lot of them are doing like really great things. They're not all Logan Paul, thank God. So to have those people be promoted more or make more money, I think just makes sense because they're drawing in more people.
Obviously, they want to pay them more attention to help them out a little more. But I feel like it seems to a lot of content creators that they don't care about the smaller content creators, and that is something being echoed all through social media. And the thing is, some people are gonna cry wolf, but if everybody's crying wolf, something's got to be wrong. Like I understand, definitely the golden goose. They gotta tend to it. They gotta help it out. But at the same time, it's like, if Black Oni has a video for how long that hasn't been monetized or reviewed.
3 years.
3 years? Come on, they're slacking there. Even though Black Oni, you gotta admit that.
For sure, but let's put this in perspective real quick, okay? 400 hours of YouTube content is uploaded to the platform every minute. Every minute. And they are trying to do something that has never been done before. There's no book on this. There's no example of how to do this successfully. So they're trying to figure something out that has literally never been done. And that is searching through 400 hours of content each minute to try and figure out what deserves to have ads on it, what doesn't, what's good content, what's bad content, where are the copies, where are the things that are being monetized. Like advertisers, when they go to YouTube messes up with ads 0.0001% of the time. Advertisers still don't like YouTube for that. They're like, no, it needs to be 0%. You can never put one of our ads on a video with racism, misogyny, homophobia. Some advertisers are a little looser than others are, but YouTube seriously has a job to get to 0% for their advertisers. The advertisers are the people that are bringing the platform the money, and so obviously they have to accommodate that.
Agreed.
And there are millions and millions and millions of creators. We have kids that are growing up that are saying, I want to grow up to be a YouTuber. This is not easy stuff. And not to give them, excuses for literally every action they take. Could they be closer to their small community of creators? Absolutely. But unfortunately, YouTube has always been distant. They've always kind of viewed their creators as like a separate entity. They don't have an intimate relationship with them, and they don't have as close a relationship with their creators as say somebody like Twitch does. YouTube will probably always be distant. I don't really see that changing. But I think as far, sorry, I have the plague. I think
You're okay. You're okay.
I think as far as them being able to have their small creators feel like YouTube cares more, it's all in the messaging. Whenever they drop that message, it would have been a lot better if they were empathetic to the people that it was affecting. So if they would have just said something like, hey guys, listen, we know that you're going to be upset by this. We know that this isn't going to be received very well. So
here's why we're doing
we care and we really appreciate our small, and they about that, but but I think people would have been a lot easier on YouTube if there had been a lot more about the value of small creators and why they are important to the platform and how small creators turn into big creators, turn into H3 and you know, hopefully not Logan Paul and all those other larger people, but if they would be more empathetic to that situation in their wording, it wouldn't come across as so unkind.
And so like so cold. Yeah, I agree. They we all know, I mean, Twitch and YouTube definitely have their pros and cons. At the end of the day, they're business. I keep telling people this. Like for one topic, Vapors actually posted. I want to talk about this.
I'm gonna grab some water.
Okay, yeah. Okay. One topic I want to talk about is ads. Yay or nay? Because we all know, and I've seen this countless times on YouTube, countless times on Twitch, when people are in chat and they go, oh my good Lord Jesus, an ad just rolled, my world is over, you know? Same thing on YouTube. Why do you have so many ads on your videos? I've seen people comment that. How do you, and I think our perspective is different because we're content creators and we know why there needs to be ads. But how do you guys view ads, and how do you guys view the way some viewers view ads? You get what I'm saying?
It's all about timing. If you have a 3-minute long video on YouTube and you put 6 ads in between, that's going to piss people off. They spent more time watching ads than they spent watching your content.
Yeah.
You have to be careful about doing it too much. But at the same time, if you don't do it at all, then you're not able to make that little extra that you would have made otherwise. So I think it's important that people, at least at a baseline, who are watching now or will watch later, understand that like there are going to be ads in videos because people need to be rewarded for
compensated.
Their effort.
Yeah.
Right.
So here's an interesting fact about AdSense and advertisements. Your consistent subscribers, so the people that, oh my god, the people that show I can't believe this. It's so, I know. So the people that are either your subscribers or like your notification club, the people that show up to every single one of your YouTube videos, if you have ads on there, they're usually so excited to watch the content, they're not that skip ad button, you don't get any money. But where you do get the money, and this is why so many smaller creators are making $2 or $3, is from those people who randomly find your channel either through search or through suggested videos. And those people are less adamant about like, oh, just get to the content, just get to, oh, I just want to watch my favorite creator again. And so that's usually where the money comes from, is those searched videos, and those people that find you through search. And obviously, if your channel is smaller, probably hasn't been picked up by the algorithm. Some of them get, you know, pretty lucky or do the things that you need to do, because there are things that you can do to make your videos get picked up. Most small creators don't know what those things are.
They just
don't
upload
do
them and wish for the best.
Yeah, exactly. And they don't get picked up by the algorithm, and so they make just very, very little AdSense money.
Yeah.
But yeah, interesting.
And
yeah, I would, it's like, what, 5-second ad in the very beginning of your video? Yeah, I think is the only time that you need to be adding one.
Yeah. What about you, Vapors? What do you think, man?
Well, you know, I agree with both of what you said. I think, you know, you got to be careful with ads in order to, you know, not scare away or, you know, have people be disinterested in what you're trying to present to them. You know, if you got a 3-minute song and somebody's putting on through a 30-second video, yeah, I guess they'll have to sit through it. But I don't know. I was more curious, you know, what the viewer thinks. I mean, is it a necessary evil? Do they feel they're really supporting, you know, the broadcaster or the streamer or the producer that, you know, they're going to be able to put that out there? So I was, you know, I think it's important for people to be able to support in various ways, but forcing some corporate stuff down people's throat might not be the way you want to do it. It's
This is the way I think about it. Like Ashley and Black Oni says, content creators need to be compensated for their time, because some people put hundreds of hours in every week just to make content, just to make a podcast, just to make a video, just to make a let's play, just to make a tutorial. Some people put that amount of time, blood, sweat, and tears into it, and I feel like some people are so callous to, you should just, like, I've seen this and it happens a lot with artists. I know Black Oni, you've come across this. You should not care about the money. You should do it for free. And I guarantee every artist, and I see this on Twitter, every artist has been approached, hey man, could I have an emote? Hey man, could I have a video or a song? No, I can't pay you. You should do it for the exposure for free. It's like, yo, that's not how it works. Like,
No.
people need to be compensated. And I feel like as viewers, they're so used to just, I want the content. They don't know what's behind that veil. Like, hey, bro, I'm putting in hours. When I get off work, I got to come home. I got to go live. I go to sleep. I do this every day. I need compensation. And a lot of people are doing that, and sacrificing family time, friend time, loved ones times, because that is the reality. That is the reality. Non-people realize that. And so I feel like some viewers who definitely hate ads and to be more educated, more, I guess, open-minded on it. You know what I mean? Because I see it all the time on Twitch. What happened? There was an ad rolled. I hate ads. And it's like, yo, like, that's how I'm getting paid, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's how I'm getting paid. Calm down,
Like, I'm making this content for you basically for free.
Yeah, like for free.
You said, yeah.
And they think it should be delivered for free.
I had one viewer on Twitch who actually liked the idea that you could watch ads for bits. And so he went through and he just did ad after ad after ad after ad. And then he came into my channel. He's like, here's, $3.50 a bits. I farmed all this, and he was proud. I mean,
that's so nice.
He put it all on the channel. I was really
that
thankful.
happens.
That's
Yeah.
so sweet.
Yeah. I like that.
I love that.
Yeah.
YouTube doesn't really have anything like that.
No, and then, I mean, but you got to know also with YouTube, there's some content creators out there, or quite a few, that are like, man, I want to put an attitude, but I'm really scared what my community is going to say. Because I've seen people in comments say, yo, what's up with the ad? I'm done. I'm not following. And it's like, whoa. Like, people got to tiptoe and walk on eggshells these days as content creators.
Anytime that money becomes inserted, monetization becomes inserted into anything that you're doing as a hobby, you definitely need to take it super seriously. And I have this problem right now as well, actually, because I have people that are reaching out to me about all this content that I've been creating to help streamers, and they're like, hey, I would like to pay you back for this. Like, I'd like to subscribe on Twitch, or do you have a Patreon or something? And I'm like, I still have anxiety about it, because I know what's going to happen whenever I release the fact that, like, maybe I'm doing consultations, or I have a Patreon, or maybe I start making products. There will be some people that see that negatively.
Yo, you should do it for free. Why don't you do it for free? You should love it.
Yeah. And it's like, I have a ton of stuff for free. Like, my YouTube is free, my podcast is free. Here's all the free stuff, but also I have paid stuff too if you want to have a deeper relationship with me. And I definitely think that people, like, need to take the monetization factor really seriously. Like, just because you start streaming doesn't mean that you immediately need a donation.
Oh yeah.
Just because I start creating a ton of stuff for streamers doesn't mean that I'm entitled to being paid for it. I think that you deserve it once you start giving people legitimate value and impact lives. And once you do that, once I open up a Patreon at the point where I know that it's gonna be super valuable and give people a lot more of me, I know it will explode because of the value that I've given them.
Yeah, you're supplying value. You're supplying value to somebody, and there's if there's a community requesting a way to support you, more power to you. You know what I mean? And it's crazy.
I hope that didn't seem like kind of like hoity-toity, like,
No,
people want to support me.
No, because we all understand we're all content creators. Vapors makes music. Black Oni commissions great artists. You actually supplying. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. A lot of the stuff you said, and we actually talked before the podcast, you're very knowledgeable. So your knowledge, I mean, you giving that to people requires value back. I think so. That's a service. And a lot of people have to do research for hours and hours just to learn some of the stuff you've told us. You know what I mean? And it's like that deserves, and the way you convey it, I like it. I definitely
I'm
think you deserve
smart.
I'm smart.
Yay.
But let's move on to I know Black Oni touched on this. Move on to Twitch's new video producer feature. Yeah. Will this rival YouTube? This is everybody thinking. Will this take down YouTube? How does does everybody know what it entails? What it is?
You should tell the podcast listeners in the chat.
So what it is, they have like a little thing right there. Give me a second. What's up? So what they're doing is pretty much kind of like YouTube. Let me read this. Some creators have been passionate. All right, so some creators have been passionate, have a passion for making videos on their own terms, for finding the right shot, editing the perfect scene, and building something amazing from start to finish. When the time comes to share it with the world, feeling like success is in your hands other than their own can be discouraging. Today, we're giving content creators like those more options, more control, and more opportunities to find viewers, grow an audience, and make a living doing what they love. And we're doing it with the video producer feature. Video producer is a set of tools that enables creators to build exciting community experiences Twitch is known for to produce videos, whether they are pre-recorded, all their content, or they are a streamer who's likely easily repurposed and to promote one of their videos. Twitch video producer can help. So pretty much this could be edited, or it could be your live stream, which is downloaded and thrown back up. That is definitely something you could do with it. Pretty much what it features is we teased at TwitchCon last year. It's called Premieres. Premieres lets creators schedule a first viewing event around an upload video. Think of it like the opening night of a movie. Creators can even add countdown intros to build up excitement as the crowd builds up. So, I mean, that's pretty cool. And then they got a bunch of like FAQs on there too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Give me a second.
I think it
has potential.
Yeah, I think it's admirable that they're trying to expand on YouTube, right? They're trying to add a little more interactivity to it, and the idea of an opening credit and making it an event, right? Versus just being, oh, I posted on Twitter, I upload a new video, go comment on it. It's more of an interactive aspect of YouTube, I guess. At the same time, YouTube has a huge dominance in video. So it's going to be really challenging for them to break through that and try and, it's Amazon versus Google, right? That's really what we're looking at, but it's going to be, tough for them to kind of to compete against that. So, but at least it's bringing some uniqueness to the concept,
I agree. There should be a video. I'm going to show this. Let me drop the link for you guys. Do you guys have the link in there? I think I supplied the link in there.
I can give you the link.
Yeah, I'm going to drop it in the podcast layout channel. It's already up there, but I'll drop it in the very bottom. So we're going to view the video. If you guys want, I'll do a countdown and then we'll view it together if you guys would like. I want to play it for people viewing right now as viewers to kind of get a better idea of what they have in store from it. Second. All right, let me know when you guys are ready. It's like a 30-second long video.
Good to go.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
All right.
Vominos. Well, Wednesday is the best explanation of what it does, but you guys got an idea of what it kind of does.
Yeah. So for people listening to the podcast, it showed a musician and what they were doing, and then kind of zoomed out and showed audiences in front of those people, and they unveiled their work, and the audience was like, "Oh my god!" So yeah,
pretty much. Yeah.
Ashley, your mic is cutting out every now and then.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
It does that sometimes.
You'll be talking and we won't hear a couple words, and then
Fantastic.
But pretty much, go Oni, go man.
Okay. The thing I like about it is that it is basically uploading a video, but it is encouraging people, even though it's not a live broadcast. It's a it's a live unveiling of something. So it does encourage community to still be a part of it, as opposed to just kind of like watching it whenever, which is still an option, but it is like I don't know, it just makes it more of a community getting together thing versus just a thing that happened. We'll have to see how it pans out to see like if that actually does work that way, or if people just treat it just like YouTube. But at least it's a different spin on it than what we get with other platforms.
How do you think that's gonna work with Twitch though?
Oh, we can't hear you.
Yeah, we can't hear you.
You guys can't hear me?
No, we can hear you. We couldn't hear Ashley.
Oh, we can't. Uh-oh.
Oh no, she's
she's like, but let's continue.
I know how you feel. My audio is being picked up by my camera. Right? I still can't figure out why.
Let's continue. So hopefully she'll come back in the audio. But let's continue.
I will.
We heard you.
Oh, you heard me?
Yeah, you heard your cough.
Perfect. Oh, good. Of all things, great.
Perfect.
So my kind of idea with this is that I think it has potential, but I hate that premieres are required. Because the thing is, some people upload videos to Twitch in bulk, right? And if you've got 30 videos going up, you have to schedule them all to go live in 30-minute increments. So if you upload it, I think they gave the example of 12:22, then your premiere will go live at 12:30. Most of the videos that are going to be up are be probably around 10 minutes long, I would say. That people are going to treat it like a typical YouTube video. There might be some differences, but and premieres are required, right? So not only can you not go live during but if you're uploading in bulk, that's a ton of time that either you can't go live, so solid community. You really have to be strategic with how you're releasing these videos.
You can't go live when you're uploading a premiere?
No, when
That's
something's premiering, you can't go live. So it plays on your channel like an actual vodcast. And this also creates a lot more work for streamers where they have to market this video a lot. So naturally these videos are going to have smaller watching audience. They're just naturally going to, because they're going to last 10 15 minutes maybe, we'll see. And the bulk of an audience through a Twitch stream comes in over time. So multiple hours is where you really get your big numbers. And that's whenever you get your highest audience rate is usually, a few hours in. But with these videos, since they're going to be shorter, people don't have the time to do that. And so they're naturally going to have smaller people watching, unless you go to Twitter, you go to Instagram, you go to Facebook, you go to tell your mom and your grandma and your dog and your ex-boyfriend from 10 years ago. You tell your entire Discord. You get a ton of people to watch this, because those numbers might negatively affect your ability to get to affiliate or partner.
That's true. This is just a start.
Yeah. So I used to dual upload. Whenever I would upload content, I would and to Twitch as well, because I know as a viewer, they don't want to leave a platform that they're on to be able to consume content, right? If you're on Twitch, you usually want to stay on Twitch. If they see my content on Twitch, they're more likely to watch that, get the value, and then maybe they'll follow me to YouTube. Maybe they won't. Maybe they'll just watch on Twitch, and that's fine, but I'm still helping. But now that I have to schedule premiere them all and make them all some like live viewing event, it makes it a lot harder, actually impossible, for me to upload them to Twitch, because I just don't have that kind of time to go into every single video, make sure that everyone is coming in to watch a premiere of a 10-minute video. Like, why is somebody gonna leave? It doesn't make sense.
Well, I definitely understand what you're saying, and they'll probably streamline it down the road. They'll probably make it easier. Or not.
I think they'll remove that it's a requirement.
Yeah, they'll have to. But one thing I see this coming in handy is, say you're streaming, say you're live, you're like, I just hit like 100 sub count. I'm so happy. Thank you guys so much. I want to show you guys what I did. I want to show you guys a little thank you video, and then you're live with everybody. This is the thing. You're live. You got your viewers in chat. And then it actually pings you. It says, hey, you got 5 minutes till your premiere comes up. Then you'll go, obviously when it starts, you won't be live anymore, and then your viewers will be in chat, and then you can jump and chat with them while your video plays, and then you can go live after. So
there are definitely times like whenever Premiere is going to be awesome to use. Like if you have any big video projects, any hyping up for a while, any maybe documentaries, or even that, like whenever you premiere during a live stream, I think has a lot of potential as well. But the fact that it's required, some videos just don't need it.
That's true. Some videos don't.
Yeah.
So if they want people to use it as a competition to YouTube, then I totally agree with you.
Totally,
Because like there's gonna be a tutorial on how to set up a live stream, but you don't want to set up an event for that. You just want people to have access to it, you know?
Exactly.
I got a question. Do you think this will benefit the big streamers more than the small streamers? Because that'll have a play in it too.
Yeah.
Because the thing is,
the smaller streamers are gonna have to put so much more time, like you said. Like time is hard to find.
Oh yeah.
Hard to come by, especially if you work full time and you stream as often as many of us do stream. Finding the time to not only like make that video and then premiere it on there. Then you're saying you can't stream for another half hour after that. That's you
just can't stream like during it, but
you can't stream during it. No, there's no buffer time after.
And you also have to upload you can only upload on the 30-minute mark. So 12:30, 1:32. You have to upload at those specific times.
Why do they make it like that?
I don't know. I think they wanted to make it easier for people to like schedule these premieres as like big premieres, as like hey, this is our commercial. For some reason, we're all going to get together and watch every Thursday at 4 p.m. Like, But
I also think a lot of content creators are going to think, and I'm thinking the same thing, is you have to sacrifice you being live and you not being live.
Exactly.
And a lot of content creators, since we're on Twitch, are wanting to be like, you know what? I'm not going to sacrifice my time being offline for this 10-minute, 15-minute video. I'm going to be live for that 15 minutes and go watch it on YouTube. You know what I mean? Like, I like the feature. It's dope. It's cool, but I don't think it's really going to, I don't really, what's the difference between this? What's the idea?
So if you're going to, like, if you have a long stream, for instance, this is where it's going to benefit big streamers for sure, because if they want to take an intermission, right? If they want to have a scheduled lunchtime where they can actually get off their stream, if they're streaming like 8 to 10 hours, they need to take a break, get some food, eat, go to the bathroom, they will be able to schedule a new video, 10-minute video at like 2 p.m., right? And so they'll be like, all right, guys, I'm going to go on lunch at 2, but now we don't have to use intermission screen on OBS.
Smart.
So we don't have to see like the blurred out, setup that I've got going on, or just the chat or anything else that people are using as their intermissions. Now it's going to be premieres.
And
that's where I see it being used effectively.
Feature.
That's actually very smart. And somebody actually pointed in the chat, shout out to Time Pudding, says this is a way before you go live to get your chat and get ready for your stream. So instead of having that countdown where you're like going live in 10 minutes or 5 minutes, you just have a video playing.
Yeah, I think that could be really valuable too.
Two points I would make. One, I think that they didn't do such a great job on the launch of this, because one of the notes I see in chat also is I really want to understand the video feature. I think even some of us too, before hearing Ashni explain some of the details of it, didn't really know what it was about. And so I think they could have done it. The video that I viewed there for the 30-second video, I think they could have done a better job.
Yeah, the 30-second video is just like, what is going on?
So there's definitely a lot of detail I've learned. Definitely a lot of detail that I've learned here that I think they could have done a better job explaining this feature in order for it to catch on. I think another point that I would make is sometimes what I do during a stream is I'll actually just, if I do have to take an intermission, I'll just literally show a video, capture it from YouTube or something like that. So this is definitely a different aspect of that. I think would be great to have it integrated in that fashion without just, I'm capturing a browser.
We figured it out, guys. We found the value.
Yes.
I've been racking my brain about days.
If you just put the heads together, you got it. Wow, that was amazing. That was a little brainstorm party.
Yeah, that was great.
But the question is, do you think this will rival YouTube? I don't think this was meant to rival YouTube.
No. Not in the way that it's implemented now, but I think it can open the door to rival YouTube if they are able to implement some other things into it.
Yeah.
If they're able to allow us to in a way, organize our video section on our pages a little bit more, that would be a
Mhm.
huge step towards doing that.
Oh
Because
yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
They
Oh,
need
yeah.
they need a few things first. They need a searchable video section on the platform, just like you can go to the live stream section and go through all the games.
Mhm.
They need a way for you to actually be able to search for videos. So, for instance, YouTube is so successful because it's the #2 search engine in the world. People go to YouTube and they type in, "How do I change a kid's diaper?" And that's a really gross. Like,
I mean, but it
example,
works.
but
It
it
works.
works.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
that's what
yeah.
they do, right? So for Twitch to have any kind of competitive edge, they need to have searchable videos. Okay, so they need to find a way to do that. And then they also, I think Twitch's big play for this is going to be that once we get a little bit set up like YouTube, right? So once we're able to search and to categorize and to show all of our content, not just on this little videos subsection,
Yeah.
but also being able to like change up our profile on Twitch and put more videos on there. We we will have the unique ability to engage with those videos. So instead of just like YouTube, where it's like, hey, comment down below, and that's really your only way to engage with people aside from social media, I think Twitch's big play is going to be that they put engagement items on the actual videos. So, like with live streaming now, they have all these little like stream elements and all these little buttons that you can put on your actual stream so people can redeem their points. Something similar like that, but for these premiere videos, I think would really put Twitch in a competitive space with YouTube, but they will never have the advantage. Never, never, never. YouTube is just so solid.
Mhm.
They have 400 hours uploaded every minute. Twitch is never going to get to that. Like, we have mastered the live streaming. We have mastered that.
Yeah.
But there's still so far to go to compete with YouTube, to even
yeah.
compete with them.
Yeah. And the same thing, YouTube Live can't compete with Twitch.
Totally, yeah.
It cannot. I've definitely tried it. I've seen people live, but it doesn't work. It doesn't work like Twitch.
Yeah.
So I guess they're
totally.
each kings in their own domain.
Yeah. And the thing is, like, people need to be building a presence on multiple platforms to be a successful online creator, but you're going to have a primary platform. You're going to be either YouTube or Twitch. You don't usually successfully do them both and main them both. So people are going to focus most of their time on, on the platform where they have the most engagement or interaction. I mean, there are definitely people that like do YouTube and do Twitch at the same time, but there's generally a stronger and larger presence on one platform over the other.
You're right. Like I've seen like Stone Mountain, prime example. Stone Mountain has a huge following on YouTube, and then the days he's like, I'm gonna go live, I'm gonna play some games, people come over to watch him. So it's like I definitely get what you're saying. People have a larger following on YouTube. They say, hey guys, I'm gonna go live on Twitch because Twitch is the streaming website. Bang, right there they go. Or vice versa. Hey guys, I uploaded a new vlog today. Go check it out while I'm offline. And they go to YouTube. So but I do believe as a content creator, you should use both platforms. Because why not? Why not? It should be a staple in everybody's arsenal to use both platforms because they're both amazing in what they supply.
Yeah, I think the video feature has two aspects. One, it's the ability to go back and watch content that you may have missed, and also for us as content creators to make a more complex production at the end of the day. It's up to us how to creatively we put all that together, but to take it to the next level, like you can watch Dr. Disrespect and how he cuts different scenes and moves into different rooms with his green screen and all these kind of aspects that it's up to the creators to really use it in a unique way. And I think having the tool to do that, now it's just up to the people to really kind of take it to see what can be done with it,
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's definitely that aspect of it. Have you guys heard about this? Twitch announces multi-year partnership with Disney Digital Network to bring exclusive content from top maker creators to service. What do you guys think about that?
Crazy.
I didn't read too much into it, but that's one of the reasons why I think Twitch is definitely trying to dip into YouTube. And again, the timing on all of this.
I know. Oh my God.
It's perfect for Twitch.
came out with this premiere feature like the day after the backlash from the small creators of YouTube and just having that change in the partnership program. Like the timing is crazy.
Twitch is like, oh, there's blood in the water. Oh, let's throw something out there. No. 32. I mean, I feel like at this point, Twitch is just sitting back, just waiting for YouTube to trip and fall. And they're like, oh, hey, let me help you up. Psych, I'm gonna do this.
Yeah, that's literally.
But people are wondering about it. So pretty much San Francisco, this was, somebody took a little screenshot of this and I grabbed it. So January 18, 2018, social video service Twitch today announced a partnership with Disney Digital Network to bring exclusive content from 4 of the largest Disney managed digital content creators, Jacksepticeye, I think I'm saying that right, Lucy Games, Markiplier, and Strawberry17 to Twitch. Each of these creators will manage their own channels on Twitch, where they will broadcast live and create exclusive video on demand content as part of the multi-year partnership. While some of these creators have existing Twitch channels, most of the new and exclusive content will debut beginning today. So how do you guys feel about that? I think that's really cool.
That is really cool, and that is definitely a dig at YouTube.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they gotta, I think YouTube definitely needs to be careful, because one of the things that you have with Twitch is donations, and things, you know, I guess with YouTube Live you could do that, but subscription, where you're being paid subscription, donations, bits, there's a lot of monetization aspects that where people who are dependent on strictly ads on YouTube, and then they can come over to Twitch and say, oh, I can do video content and go live and get other forms of income.
Yeah.
Besides just selling, you know, merch. Then that's going to be a huge draw. And if they can see that, you know, maybe they're Disney managed artists, but the fact that they're big artists and they're willing to take the plunge and jump over and still gain success and, you know, hopefully can have their following move over, it may be motivation for other YouTube artists to make the jump, like H3.
H3 would be perfect on Twitch.
They are.
Their
on
whole
Twitch.
setup
they
will
do
be
their podcast on Twitch.
I didn't know they do it on Twitch.
Yeah, you should check it out.
But I don't think they would move completely over here, because, you know, I like to watch they don't still upload on YouTube.
They still upload on YouTube.
But that's what I'm saying.
They upload their Twitch broadcast though. But that's what I'm saying. All live on Twitch first, then upload.
That's what most people do.
That's what I didn't know they were live on Twitch. Huh.
Yeah, and they got lots of subs and donations and everything going on.
They're a great show. They're a great show. For sure. I think my opinion about this is cool, but I think this, I remember having a conversation with a couple people and they're like, hey, this is really, with Monty and a couple people on Twitter. And Monty said that this is going to bring a lot of it. This is going to benefit Twitch more than YouTube. Do you guys view it that way? That this is going to benefit Twitch more than YouTube?
Yeah.
But
I mean,
the way I think about it is, obviously Jack, Markiplier, Strawberry, and Lucy came off YouTube. They obviously still upload content on YouTube. So they're still gonna be like, hey, at the end of their maybe I'm just throwing it out there, at the end of their stream, they'll be like, hey guys, I just uploaded something, a vlog or a let's play on my YouTube channel. Check it out. They're still gonna do this whole cross-platform thing. So it's gonna, I see it benefiting both platforms, not just one.
Which is smart to do as a creator. Like, you don't put all, if you're only streaming on Twitch and all of your income is coming from bits, subs, donations, it's just not smart. Just like we were talking about before we went live, people that invested all of their eggs into Vine, and then Vine went down, suddenly they lost millions of followers, they lost their entire community, they lost all of their income immediately overnight. And so it's never smart. It's not even a smart thing to invest 100% of your online presence into platforms. Like you need to have your own platform. This is why like having a personal website is still a good idea.
Yes, smart idea.
You know, just using YouTube, just using Twitch or social media in general is not good. You need to grow on all platforms at the same time.
You need to have something that you can have ownership over, essentially. Yeah.
Yeah, having your own site is huge.
YouTube could go away at some point. Like it's in the red. Like they're not actually making that much money off of YouTube compared to what they're paying out for a lot of that stuff. So,
and that might be collateral damage why they're kind of pulling back on money. You never know.
Yeah, for sure.
So they're not doing so well. You know,
Yeah.
hopefully switch
It's
it
only
up.
gotten worse because of the adpocalypse. Essentially, it's only
But I was
gotten
saying,
worse.
like,
Yeah.
why is there not a company? Why is there not somebody popping up saying, "Hey guys, we got to alternate to YouTube because this is the perfect time right now." Maybe there is somebody out there.
Oh, this is a great time to start YouTube.
This is a perfect time
my God.
for someone to say, "Hey, you know what?"
No, go ahead.
Oh, I was talking about an alternate to YouTube. So
yeah, totally.
Yeah. This idea.
There are a bunch of of alternates out there already.
Mhm.
Already seeing like an increase in users.
Mhm.
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 This happens anytime like a ton of negative PR comes to a single company. A lot of people that just were kind of on the fence about it before, didn't really enjoy it that much, find it as like an excuse or a good time to leave. So
Mhm.
it'll
Amazon
always happen.
Tube, that is an
Mhm.
idea. Amazon did go out and I think they patented. I think they got a couple names. It was like OpenTube and like Amazon Tube or something like that.
Oh yeah,
So,
Amazon too.
I don't know if they're just grabbing it just for keepsake, but I don't know. Who knows?
They got a tube. That's the key. They want.
They got a tube. They at least they
Right.
have the idea behind it.
Right.
I think
I don't
I
know.
think MySpace is a good example of putting all your eggs in one basket and being careful with that. I mean, I had quite a few followers on MySpace, but not all of them transferred over to Facebook. And those kind of
Yeah.
transitions do happen on all the different, whether it's video, Twitch, SoundCloud is, for example, for music. So it all definitely plays a role in having your own platform independently is important because then they know they can always go back to .com, perhaps,
Mhm.
to find out where that's headed. But yeah, it definitely cycles and transitions, especially now with mobile, becoming bigger and bigger every, it's like standard now. So.
Yeah. So
yeah,
I mean,
for
we
sure.
we pretty much dissected what YouTube could do better. Let's talk about Twitch as a platform. Let's just open up and talk about both platforms. We've obviously hyped it up, told the pros, but what are the cons of Twitch? What are some things? Because I was part of a conversation on Twitter that somebody started bashing YouTube, saying YouTube is this, YouTube is that. Hey, I bleed purple. Come to Twitch. Twitch is so much better, but I can't say that's the truth. There's some truth to that, but I can't say that's the full truth because Twitch has its own problems. You know, I mean, what are some of the problems that Twitch as a platform need to improve on?
Yeah, I mean, Twitch is very, very bad at favoring their
Yeah, 100%.
that have just broken terms of service multiple times, and if they were a smaller streamer, would have been banned. But they get 24-hour bans or larger. Yeah, they get
Yeah.
that little slap on the
Little
wrist
slap,
right
slap.
there, Oni. That little slap.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
It's
they
pretty
just
disgusting.
yeah, it's pretty gross. But
it's frustrating.
I would say they're really terrible about that. There are a lot more options. As creators, I think everybody on Twitch needs to step up their production. So, equipment that we're using, our graphics, our design, the way that we set up our stream can be oriented so much better to engage with our communities better.
One of the things that I will swear up and down by that Mixer does really well, there's two things. One, co-stream. Twitch
yes,
as a platform needs to up its game when it comes to allowing creators, entertainers to collaborate with each other easily. Like we can use the multi-stream link but
nobody wants to go off of Twitch.
People usually don't like going off Twitch, or it's just more of a hassle than it needs to be because now you're in two separate chats as opposed to one combined one. With co-stream on Mixer, you press a button, agree with a person, now you're literally combining your two streams into one, and the chat rooms are integrated into each other, so you're helping each other grow. Twitch really needs to help streamers do that more. It is so sexy, and it's blowing my mind that maybe Twitch is trying to work on something like that now, and they just haven't done it yet.
It is so seamless and easy. It's so amazing. When Destiny came out, I was browsing Mixer. Mixer is a great platform, and I know there's people out there like, "Yo, gee, what do you say this? Whoa, calm down there, man. It's supposed to bleed purple." Mixer, YouTube, and Twitch are all great platforms, but Mixer has some things Twitch should implement. Like the multi-stream Black Oni was talking about. I mean, it's literally you go to somebody's stream and you see all 4 channels or all 3 channels or both channels that they're playing with.
God,
it is easy.
Cool.
It is easy.
That is so cool. Oh my
man.
God. Twitch, come on, help your girl out.
Yeah, I keep telling myself I'm gonna stream more on Mixer, but like I just have to do it because like I already have a pretty packed schedule. So if I just do any off
Dude, you
stream
should.
days, I'm gonna do Mixer.
The community is
shame.
the community is very welcoming. I've been on there; they're very welcoming. They got like this weekly or daily TV show by Mixer Studio where they talk about the platform, upcoming streamers. They even shout out upcoming streamers. Like, yo, Twitch.
That is
Where
something
you at,
Twitch
G?
will never
Where
do.
you at, G? Twitch
They
needs to
will
come out and
never
say
do that.
Twitch needs to step up their game because Mixer, community-wise, is by far leading Twitch, hands down. Like they care.
Twitch is only concerned with like, again, we talked about YouTube doing the same thing. Twitch is basically the same when it comes to how they treat their top stars. Like if you look at the homepage for Twitch, that is all predetermined shit. Like that is stuff that's been decided 5 months ago prior to that.
On the front page.
That blows my mind. Like the next big star is literally waiting to be discovered on the platform, and Twitch isn't doing anything to get that person to that next level to basically be that big star. And it's a shame.
They gotta make a way to. I think. I mean, I don't know. There's so many things they could do. They could even make. You know, they have their front page for big streamers. They could say, "Hey, every Wednesday we have a spotlight of upcoming streamers."
Well,
you know what I mean?
you actually don't need to be affiliated or be a partner to get on the front page.
How do you get on the front page?
So it depends on what Twitch is promoting. Right now they're doing a lot of like beauty and health kind of stuff. So, but there are specifically people that you reach out to in the community and you go to them and you're like, hey, I'm doing a charity thing. Could I get on the front page? Or I'm doing, I'm working with, who's a big one? Operation Supply Drop helps out a lot of their creators and gets them on the front page. 8-Bit Salute, all of that stuff. And then if they're promoting something specifically at the time, reaching out to the Twitch representative and telling them, hey, I do this. Can I get on the front page? And they'll let you. So they're pretty good now about actually getting smaller streamers on the front page. But yeah, for the longest time, it was just partners or like big esports productions and stuff.
Yeah. One of the things I was disappointed is just a brief mention between Mixer, YouTube Live, and Twitch. When I became an affiliate with Twitch was the inability to stream at the same time live on other platforms. And that is a contractual thing that's really challenging because as a musician, obviously I'd had to sign many contracts. Some of them had terms like universe. Some of them had terms for infinite, things that you don't want to be signing. And I think when people agree to become an affiliate, they're not necessarily aware that they're cutting.
They don't read the whole contract.
They're not sure that. And so I was told by somebody who's a Twitch partner, they said, you're restreaming, but you're an affiliate. You have a chance of losing your affiliate.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I learned that, unfortunately, not the hard way before I don't think they care, but they may have cut something out. And I don't really like that they want to lock down an exclusivity with that. I'm not a big fan of that.
Well, it benefits them. It benefits Twitch to lock down that exclusivity because it's like, hey, you're here now. We've given you bits in the sub button. You're here now. Become a partner.
Give me
you know
your
what I mean?
soul.
It's very smart, business wise, very smart. And I mean, the hype was unreal when they released affiliate. Everybody and their mom was so hyped about it. It came through like a whirlwind. People were like, whatever. I don't care about the contract. I'm not gonna read it. I want my biddies. I want my sub button. I'm not gonna lie. I read it probably about. I became affiliate. I read it probably about a month or so after, and I was like, I talked to Monty. Shout out to Monty Brython and some people, and I was like, wait a minute, let me. And I delved into it. And I was like, because at that time I was like, all Twitch. We all go through that 100% Twitch. And then I was like, wait a minute, I have other things I want to do as a content creator. I want to branch out to different avenues, Mixer, YouTube, and stuff like that. Maybe it's not a smart idea, So I read into it, me, myself, and I, and they have a clause in there stating at any time either party can terminate your contract. And I reached out to Twitch to say, because right now I'm restreaming, and I reached out to Twitch and said, hey Twitch, they say give us a written letter or saying, hey, I would like to terminate your contract, and you're good to go. I've submitted to Twitch a couple times, so I've done my part. So right now I am restreaming. But to any affiliate that wants to branch out, because honestly branching out is the best thing to do right now. Because Twitch is so big and so broad, and there's so many people joining every day. You need to get your message, your content out on multiple platforms. If you don't have all the time in the world, restream might be the best place for you.
Phew.
It's just
there's a lot of thought that goes into a decision like that. I think, like it can, because streaming on your stream on Twitch doesn't necessarily translate to being solid, valuable content on every right. So you have to be like really choosy about the ones that you use.
Yeah.
You might not even have an audience on any of these platforms, and so if you're like talking to a chat and they come in and they're like, "What
Who is he talking to?
Who are you talking to?" You know, they're gonna feel left out of the conversation, and so that can pull some people in. Actually, what I used to do before affiliate was rolled out is I would stream on Twitch, but at the same time I would have my phone up and be streaming on Instagram too. And so many people, like I have a pretty decent sized Instagram audience, but so many people would come from that that stream on Instagram and come to my Twitch channel. And so that just built up my Twitch numbers way faster because I was streaming on 2 platforms at the same time.
But technically,
you definitely got
the same content if you're streaming.
I know, that's what I'm thinking, because I'm like, if I'm streaming just my game and, you know, my face on Twitch, but I'm streaming like just my face and my reactions on Instagram, does it count?
I don't think it counts. I don't know. You gotta look into that because that's a
I know it really worked. It really worked. I'm telling you.
Because it's I think it works because it's not the same identical content. You know.
Yeah, I'll have to like look into the contract and see if it's just, hey, you can only stream, or you can stream anywhere, just not the same thing.
Yeah, it can't be the same content.
Yeah.
Did you say you were live on Facebook or Instagram?
Instagram.
So you're live on Instagram while you're streaming? Are you just like showing your face and talking to the
Yeah. So it'd be more of like a reaction video. So people would see me like playing I don't know, oh my god, what was the game that came out this oh my god, it was a crazy horror game that came out. Anyways, I was playing a horror game. Yeah. When Outlast 2 came out. Yeah, so I was like playing a horror game and they would see me like screaming and freaking out to Instagram chat as well as talk to Twitch chat at the same time, be responding to both. And yeah, I got a lot of people to come in that way.
I'm just gonna take that idea from you real quick.
That's fine. That's fine.
I didn't even know. I'm just gonna go live real quick.
Yeah,
that
if you guys
is
want to
very
use
smart.
any ideas, please help yourself.
I had no idea about that. I know people go live on Facebook. I know Facebook is really picking up with the whole live phenomenon.
Yeah, totally.
And esports. Facebook is really picking up with esports. I mean, everybody's out there trying to grab a little part of esports right now.
Yeah,
that's really blowing up.
For
but
sure.
we definitely we went. All right, we made some good time today. Does anybody else have anything else to add to this conversation, or anybody else in chat have any questions or any topics you want to talk about? This is the perfect time to, submit them. But I do want to thank Ashni, Black Oni, and Vapors for being here. It was a pleasure to have all you guys here like usual. Anytime you guys want to come back, you guys are more than welcome to come back. I would be definitely checking out your music, Vapors. And man, listen to what Ashni said, man. You could be the next Twitch music guy. That's a good idea.
Dude,
That's a good idea.
Oh my god.
Support.
Yeah, I got you, man. Give me a link. I'll shout you out. And plus, Ashni, I would definitely be checking out more of your content. You're very wise. Black Oni, you already know what it is, man. I got your back. I hope everybody in chat did enjoy the podcast. Everybody here right now, starting with Ashni, then Vapors and Black Oni, shout out where people could find you, what time you go live, what platforms you're on.
Yeah, I'm at Ashnichrist everywhere. I'm not.
Oh, you cut out.
You cut out.
Oh, sorry. Can you hear me?
All right, do it again.
Jeez, that is so annoying. So I'm at Ashnichrist everywhere right now. And right now, as if that's going to change in the future. But I'm not consistently streaming on Twitch at the moment. So I just go live for podcast episodes to either guest or to host my own. But if those are going to go live, you can find all of that information on Twitter, which is just at Ashnichrist, YouTube, Twitch, all of that.
Bang.
Nice.
And
Vapors?
Instagram.
Ooh, Instagram. Yes. Vapors?
Yeah, same for me. Pretty straightforward. It's Vapors TV on all platforms, pretty much. And on my music side, it's just DJ DLG, spelled out. So pretty straightforward. But I'm on Twitch, YouTube, SoundCloud, you name it. It's all the same name. So
yeah,
hope to see you guys there.
I'm gonna drop you guys' Twitter handles. Is that okay in my chat real quick?
Oh, yeah.
So people can definitely just beam right. I guess
Absolutely
I can't do it. I'm sorry.
Definitely
I won't do it. But let me drop you guys. But definitely, guys, honestly, check these very talented, passionate people out.
Do it.
They have a lot to offer. And give me a second while I grab this. But I hope everybody enjoyed today's podcast. If you guys did like today's podcast and your first time being here, we have a podcast every single Sunday at 3 p.m. PST. I usually cover games, technology. We have some, gems of the week, whether it be a Netflix TV show or a movie. So if you guys want to come and join the conversation, because we are interactive, podcasts, we like to interact with you guys in stream and in chat. So that's what it is. So definitely do check us out next Sunday. If you guys know anybody who, whether Vapors, Black Oni, or Ashley, you guys know someone, or someone in chat knows somebody that would like to be here, or you think somebody would be really cool on the podcast, let me know. And I would, honestly, there's no limit. Doesn't matter how many followers, how many subs. That does not matter. This is a creative hub where we come together and have some great conversations. All right, guys. But hey, I want to thank everybody for being here today. You guys have a great night. And we'll see you guys next weekend.
All right, you too. Take care.
Bye.